Welcome back to the deep dive. Have you ever gone into something thinking you know it really well, and then suddenly you find this completely unexpected side to it, like discovering a hidden detail in a painting you've seen 100 times? That's kind of the feeling I get today. We're doing a deep dive into a watch collection that, for a lot of people, is this really beautiful, understated counterpoint to some of the more maybe famous pieces from IWC, and they're obviously a huge name in watchmaking. So our mission today is to really explore the IWC Portofino collection. We're going to put a laser focus on the new automatic day and night 34 in gold. It's quite captivating. Yeah, the material we looked at, it's fascinating. It really shows how a collection can evolve, adapt, but also refine itself, right, without losing that core identity. So we're here to pull out the most interesting insights, maybe some surprising details, and just give you a really full picture. What always strikes me is, IWC is so well known for their pilot watches, which are amazing, or the Portugieser, iconic, maybe even the Ingenieur for its robustness. But then there's this whole other side, Portofino. It just has this completely different feel, classical, subtle, genuinely timeless, and named after that gorgeous Italian village, Portofino. It feels like stepping into another part of IWC's world, really.
Absolutely. And what's really insightful, I think, is how the Portofino's history, right, from when it launched back in '84, it also acts like a barometer, for watch industry trends. If you look back, those early ones, especially the hand-wound ones, they started pretty big for the time. We're talking 45 millimeters, 42 millimeters.
Hell yeah. It's quite large.
It is. And it wasn't just about wrist size changing over time. It actually maps this pretty profound shift in what luxury watch buyers were looking for.
Yeah.
From those big, almost bold statements of the '80s where bigger often meant more prestigious.
To today's appreciation for something more discreet, more versatile, something that works for more people, including, importantly, the growing women's market. So over the years, you see this clear evolution down to smaller sizes, 40 mil, 39, 37, and now even 34 millimeters. And they've used both hand-wound and automatic movements, really catering to a much wider range of tastes and wrists. That's a really powerful way to look at it.
Yeah.
And it is impressive how, through all that change size, movements, that core feeling, that sober yet refined spirit, as they put it, has stayed so consistent. And by sober yet refined spirit, we mean like a design that's all about elegance, clean lines, subtle details, rather than being flashy or overly complicated, right?
It's a deliberate choice.
And that consistent identity, well, you really see it shining through in this new model, the one we're focusing on today. So, okay, this collection, like that Italian village, has sort of adapted its shape over the years. And now, right at its heart, we find this Portofino automatic day and night 34 millimeters in gold. It's like the village's latest, most interesting new landmark. Let's really get into what makes this one special. This new Portofino definitely makes a strong argument for, well, elegant dress watches. It's got that traditional round case. It's in rose gold, and it's impressively slim, just 8.9 millimeters thick. But even though it's a compact 34 millimeters, it somehow feels substantial on the wrist. What do you think gives it that presence, despite the smaller, more traditional size?
Well, I think it's really down to the ergonomics. They've clearly thought about it. The bezel, the case middle, the case back, they're all curved and rounded. It helps it sit really comfortably, kind of broadly on the wrist. So it feels present, even though it's slim. And then there's the dial. Silver-plated, that's pure Portofino. You recognize it immediately. Classic look. You've got the applied gold Roman numeral at 12, applied baton markers elsewhere, and those lovely, elegant leaf hands. But here's a neat touch. There are 12 brilliant cut diamonds, very discreetly adding a bit of light.
Ah, okay. Diamonds. But not in an overpowering way.
Not at all. And it's clever how they've done it. They're set on the dotted minutes track around the edge. It seems like a small detail, but placing them there, these brilliant cuts, it's designed to catch the light just right. It adds depth, a sort of understated luxury, without, shouting about it. It shows real attention to detail.
So it's not just sparkle for the sake of it. It's very intentional. Like the watch has a little secret it's sharing.
Right.
That kind of subtlety can get lost sometimes on bigger watches. And then the thing that really makes this model stand out, and it's quite poetic, really is that day and night indicator.
Mm-hmm. It's a charming complication.
It really is. It's down at 6 o'clock, framed beautifully in gold, and the decoration is lovely. A big sun with golden rays, and then a crescent moon with stars of different sizes around it. It rotates once every 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
So either the sun or the moon pops up in the top half of the little window to show you if it's day or night. It's functional, but also just charming.
It is. And underneath all that charm, driving the watch, is the automatic caliber 35180. Now, this is based on the Sellita SW301.
Okay, a reliable base.
Extremely reliable. It's a workhorse movement in the industry, known for being robust, easy to service. It beats at 4 hertz, that's 28,800 vibrations per hour, which gives you that nice smooth sweep of the second hand, and it gives you a decent 50-hour power reserve. Practical. Plus, beyond hours and minutes, it has hacking seconds.
Ah, useful for setting the time precisely.
Exactly. You pull the crown out, the second hand stops. Very handy. And then finishing it off, it comes on the 16-millimeter taupe catskin strap. It's got their quick change system built in, which is great. And a gold butterfly folding clasp. Adds to the ease of use and that luxurious feel.
Okay, let's sort of wrap this up. This IWC Portofino Automatic Day and Night 34 in gold. It really feels like a blend of things. That classic elegance, the 34-millimeter rose gold case, the silver dial, those leaf hands we mentioned. Then you have those thoughtful design touches, the curved case for comfort, the diamond set just so, for impact, but subtly.
Right. Strategic placement.
Exactly. And then that unique day and night indicator, the little gold frame, the sun, the moon, the stars. It adds this touch of whimsy, but still feels very refined. It elevates the function, makes it more than just practical.
And I think this specific model, but also this Portofino collection generally, it shows this remarkable universal appeal. It manages to adapt gracefully to what's happening in the market, what people want. But it holds on to its timeless core. This watch, this deep dive, really highlights how luxury brands today are balancing their heritage with what modern customers are looking for. They're evolving the design, maybe making it more inclusive like with these sizes, but they're also focusing intensely on those subtle, high-impact details like the diamonds you mentioned. It appeals to someone who values that kind of understated luxury, maybe more than overt branding.
Yeah.
A really interesting little snapshot, isn't it, of broader trends in design, craft, and even what consumers value in luxury right now.
It absolutely is. It's a perfect example of how digging into one beautifully made object can tell you so much about a whole industry or a whole way of thinking about aesthetics. So thinking about all that, what specific detail about the Portofino's journey or maybe this latest watch really stuck out to you?
And maybe for you listening, this brings up a thought. Considering how this Portofino collection has shifted its size, its movements over decades, reflecting these trends we talked about, what is this choice, a compact 34-millimeter rose gold dress watch, but with this quite visible, charming day and night complication? What does that tell you about what people might be looking for in luxury watches today? And maybe about the appeal of mixing that classic style with just a touch of, well, whimsical function, something to think about.